I know we're trying to be casual, but he's walking so goddamn slowly.
Huh?
I've seen the acolytes run through here. Like actual sprint speed, but no, Lorble is just... he's taking his time. He's making his way downtown.
Let's not waste any more time.
You're one to talk. I was gonna say you were walking fast, but you're certainly not.
Hey, we got a problem. That chef over there, he saw me when I was getting dragged down to the prison. He'll recognize my face.
Alright.
I need to get out of here.
No, I know. Don't worry. I'll take care of it. Hey, you. Look at me.
Stop touching my tools. Go away.
I'm from the stockroom. Do you need anything?
Anything? More like everything. The tools, pots, spoons, everything here is too damn old.
You should feel right at home then, old man. Can I have something special for lunch tomorrow?
No. Now, get out of my kitchen.
Oh.
What are you looking at? Get out!
Shouldn't you be someplace else right now?
What? What now?
Fadave wants you to bring his special meal to his office. There's a rumor going around that you're the killer.
What nonsense. I'm not the killer. Oh, damn this. I better talk to Vidovi and get this straightened up.
The problem is that Fadave is dead. Can we have you talk to someone else, maybe? Like the Inquisitor? Anyone but Fadave. Because we didn't even close up his office.
Any more time.
Listen, you get going. You move. You're the one wasting time, Lorble.
I think this is the way out. Thank you once again. I truly hope you and Gaben can complete what is already started. May Stendar's mercy be with the both of you.
I'm so glad I was still here to help you, because you couldn't even pull the pull chain on your own.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah, get going. I'll close this behind you, don't worry. Or I'll wait for you to leave, and then I'll close the door to be safe. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye. Ooh, that's loud. Oh, that's why I couldn't walk forward. There's little rats in here. Ugh. Alright. Back to the Inquisitor, then.
What is it?
Lorble has left the cave. What do we do now?
Bad news. Dalamus found out about the death of his brother. He'll soon round up every suspect into his office.
What about the sigil stone?
Pay attention. Dalamus won't do anything with the sigil stone until he captures the murderer. Look, if he summons you to his office, just be reasonable. I might be able to help you out, but don't say anything stupid.
Do you think he knows about me?
Not entirely, but he did put you on his blacklist. Trust me, he'll make you come forward. Like I said, when he asks, answer with your best judgment. Now, go back to your dorm and act normal.
Normal. Ugh. That's not an easy one for me. Me? Normal? Never. No. Just watch Helanu calls me out when I get back to the room. Just watch, she's gonna be suspicious of me. Wouldn't blame her at all, because I'm the one that keeps on asking her all these, secret questions.
Yes, I haven't got all day.
And then people get murdered, and then, you know, I get put on a blacklist.
Need something?
She would look bad in all of this. Things wouldn't look good for her. I don't see Helanu. Who are you?
Hey, the master wants to see you in his office immediately.
For what?
I don't know, but he sounds pretty furious.
Can't imagine why. I just go, why? Who died? And then I just put my foot in my mouth. But I don't know yet. I wouldn't know yet that Fadave has been murdered. Unless I just say I heard another rumor around the dormitories, which is also entirely possible. Oh. Playing chess down here? Do you mind if I join you?
What do you need?
I know I'm supposed to go speak to Dalamus, but I'm lost. Again. Hello?
Everyone's here. Let's begin. Tareen, shut the door. And don't let anyone in or out until the master says so.
As you wish.
Oh boy.
As most of us already know, there has been a series of most unfortunate events in our family. We lost 2 recruits on logistic duty, Urzob the Smith, Cosius Entius, and then my mentor and beloved brother, Fadave Arathan. For weeks of Peric's careful tracing, and with help of our old friend, Little Bird, we were able to identify the killer as a mole from fanatics. I swear my life to the brothers and sisters who are now walking the deadland. The mole will be caught and shall taste the bitterness of vengeance. Peric, begin the Inquisition.
Since the death of Orzob, the mandatory reports have been issued. As of now, almost everyone has visited me at least once in my office. With a collection of reports and messages from Little Bird, I was able to narrow it down to 3 possible suspects. These 3, Ornias, Sabanunai, and this acolyte here, have either provided inadequate information or have been pointed as suspects.
No.
What?
No, not me.
That's absurd.
Dalamus is holding a trial and you're being accused as a potential mole from the Order. Your response is, gasp with gasp with eyes wide open? What? Deny yourself, I'm not the mole. Laugh out loud psychotically. Gasp with 2 eyes wide open.
Now, Sabanunai, what were you doing during the night the 2 logistics were murdered?
I was with Cassius. He was complaining about the air vent not functioning as expected.
Aha!
Do you have a witness who can confirm that claim?
Sadly, Fadave was the only other person with me at the time.
Ornias, tell me again what you were doing during the night when the death of the logistics occurred.
Come on, Peric, I was drunk. I don't keep track of what I do.
So you could have killed them in
And
a
what about
drunken
you, acolyte?
stupor.
Tell us what you were doing.
Answer appropriately, sir, I wasn't even here when those 2 died. Explain briefly, I was getting tortured by the fanatics. Ridicule the Inquisition. Yes, I admitted I killed those 2. No, I wasn't even here when those 2 died.
He's right. We were getting thrown into the jail after the torture. He can be the murderer.
In that case, that acolyte can't be the mole. Peric, why did you say that it could be him? Because I told him so. You know, I've been thinking. We are assuming the operation of just one mole. But what if there were more than just one? In such case, I appeared after the first murder. Would be quite a convincing reason. But it could also blind us from recognizing the first mole.
Next inquiry. The death of Orzob Shozgub. We found Orzob's dead body in her own smithing room. Orzob is known to lock the door quite tightly, all the time. The mole must have broken in somehow. I've devised 2 scenarios. Someone either picked the lock and murdered her, or someone poisoned her food and delivered it to her.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
What about the possibility that someone sneaks inside of the metal crates and assassinate her when she brings it into her room?
I suppose that's also a plausible alternative. Now, Sabanunai, tell us what you were doing the day Orzab died.
I was in my office, reading books and organizing the material list for Cassius.
What about you, Oranias? What were you doing?
I think I was cleaning the kitchen. The kitchen was filthy, very, very filthy.
Oh, he sounds real suspicious.
When you came to my office, you reported that you were cutting vegetables all day for Fede's special meal.
He sounds very, very suspicious.
Oh yeah, that too. The filthy rats ate all the cabbages. I was cutting cabbages all day.
What about you, Acolyte? What were you doing?
What do I have? Appeal to Vaden. I believe I was on a mission to retrieve Xerxes. I was out for usual logistic duty. Frame on Arrhenius. Arrhenius must have killed Urzab. I saw him going into the smithing room. I feel like I shouldn't point fingers yet, because as it is, Arrhenius is already digging his own hole. I believe I was on a mission to retrieve Xerxes.
Yes, I did send you on a mission with Tarin and Helanu.
The Acolyte did a great job. Vaden, I'm sorry for saying this, but your daughter is really good for nothing.
Ooh, there she goes.
Hang on. How do we know for sure that the murder took place while they were gone?
Because Helanu and the Acolyte showed up right after we discovered Urzab's dead body. Considering the fact that Urzab's dead remains weren't too rotten when I discovered them, it's reasonable to assume that the murder took place when Tareen and her crew were away.
I feel like he's digging himself in too deep a hole here. Okay, nope.
Proceed.
Unless
Next
Dalamus is
case.
getting suspicious.
Death of Cosius Entius.
Hold on. Hasn't Cosius been killed by his own magic anomalies?
What Psalm said.
Yes. I am sure he was killed by an accident. But it strikes me as odd, knowing that he conducted over 100 different dangerous experiments. However, he never got himself into much trouble. But suddenly, when we have a mole infestation, he gets killed by his own summoning. Let us suppose the worst and say he wasn't killed by an accident. What do you people have to say for yourselves?
Sabanunai would be able to accuse me because I asked him a lot about it.
Lucius was a good man, and I had absolutely nothing to do with his death.
He was a genius, but too stubborn to be open-minded. I used to warn him that his experiments would cost him his life someday.
Your responses express agony. I feel sorry for Cosius. Repeat after Arrhenius. I have nothing to do with his death. Blame Cosius for his own death. He got what he deserved. Express agony.
His death was not an accident, but clearly a murder. Cosius was on the verge of decrypting the Zarzis.
I agree. At least he taught me enough to get it to work.
Oh?
After this trial, Varden and I will be heading into the portal. Speaking of which, Peric, remind me again once we are done with this trial.
Oh no.
There is something I need to tell you.
Peric's gonna get murdered, isn't he?
I will. Next inquiry. We have a report from Little Bird. He pointed out that the mole was tailing him when Vaden left to meet him.
The mole made a mistake and fell into his trap of Inferno instead.
So he's probably dead, right?
Oranias, you seem burned lately.
Oh.
Haven't you been into the kitchen? Anyone who works there eventually gets burned up.
I haven't been outside the library since the death of Cassius. You can ask anyone.
Appeal to Dalamis. I was busy searching for the Master's razor, but I didn't get the razor, I got the staff. Provide a suitable alibi. I was cleaning the stockroom with Olim. They could ask Olim, and she could deny that. Lie. I've never left the cave since Cosius died. I can be called out on that. Appeal to Dalamis.
That is irrelevant. We would like to know exactly what you did when you stepped out of the cavern.
That is also fair. The Inquisitor has to play the part.
Actually, it is not entirely irrelevant. I've spent decades, or more, my entire life, searching for the razor of Merun's Dagon.
I brought you the staff. How about that?
Since he did find it.
I mean, I didn't.
I assume he must have spent considerable time and effort outside.
I found the staff.
There is no need for him to explain it in detail.
As you wish. The next inquiry is the death of Fede of Arathan, and the escape of the prisoner Lord.
Arrhenius can call me out on this.
Until the Master mentioned it earlier in the trial, I didn't even know Fedave had passed away. Like I said before, I rarely leave the library.
I was making Vadovi's special meal all day. When I got to his office, he was gone.
Oranias, were you aware that the prisoner from Fedave's prison escaped through the kitchen's secret passage?
Oh no, he's gonna say he saw me there.
Someone escaped through the kitchen? Why are you asking me if someone escaped through the kitchen?
Because you are the only one who knew about the secret entrance in the kitchen. Furthermore, Fedave thought you were trustworthy enough to be placed there.
In addition, the guard captain already clarified. No one else passed through the main entrance. Oranias, answer honestly, and your punishment might be reduced to a much more bearable one. Did you kill Fedave and free Lorbel?
What? I did not kill Fadavi. He is the only one who approved of me. Why would I do such a thing?
You got close to him so you could murder him.
Oranias, you knew about the prisoners. And you were at the kitchen all day when Lorbel escaped. I really don't believe that you didn't know Lorbel escaped through the kitchen.
This trial is a jest. I'm being victimized for no good reason.
Keep your objections to yourself, Oranias.
Enough. Let me hear what the Acolyte has to say.
Oh boy. Your response is, I was with the Inquisitor. I was quite busy with fuel tank. I saw Arrhenius putting poison in Fedave's food, but they can check that because Fedave wasn't poisoned. I was quite busy with the fuel tank.
Yes, that was the day you came in to report.
No, it wasn't. I clearly saw this acolyte coming in the day I came in. I remember that.
Oh.
For some special cases, I summon more than once. Stop trying to frame other people, Oranias.
I have to say, I am in doubt, Acolyte.
Over what?
Something doesn't add up.
I've done everything right.
Other than the death of the logistics team, your reasons are vague at best.
No.
I am still not convinced that you are fully innocent.
Raise your voice. I saved Psalms and protected Alanu. What more do I have to do to prove myself? Criticize the Arathans. Unbelievable. I've done all the tasks given by the Arathans, and this is how you treat me? Expose yourself. Well, okay, not gonna do that. And the first two essentially come down to the same thing. It's like, I have helped your family. I have saved your people. I saved Psalms and protected Helanu. What more do I have to do to prove myself?
That's enough.
Oh boy.
I believe I know who the mole is.
Drunk chef? Hmm?
The one who murdered our brothers and sisters.
Hmm?
The one who was sent by the fanatics to destroy the work of Mythic Dawn.
Hmm?
The mole is...
Okay, can you hurry up?
Oranius.
Oh.
What? I'm innocent. I'm not the mole.
Okay.
Tarin, give that traitor what he deserves.
It would be funny if it was based on like a point system, and I chose to say,
What is it?
yes, I did it, but I did the rest of the
We've
trial
got
right, so they
some
still
good
just say
news.
Oranius.
I am able to create a portal to take us to the realm which we can rebuild the Oblivion. Initially, I planned to take Fadave, Varden, and Little Bird, but Fadave is gone, and Little Bird won't be able to come here soon enough. I was thinking about substituting you and Psalms instead. What do you say?
I'm honored. One question. Can the portal take more than 4 souls?
If Cosius was here, he probably could have done so. But unfortunately, at the moment, this was all I could do. Come back here when you are ready. I can't wait to get it started.
Whew. That was close. Hey, buddy.
How are you holding up?
I'm doing all right, you know.
Right.
Accused for murder. Got out of it just fine, but it was tense.
Great. Now what?
You might want to clean up the dead body here. It's gonna start to smell. Also, who's gonna cook now? Not that Oranius really seemed like that great of a cook. He seemed kind of like a fall-down drunk and not much else. A loud, angry, fall-down drunk who burns himself and possibly lets prisoners out of prison, although that was me. And you, Gaben. How's Half-Life 3 coming along? Thanks for the help. I almost thought Dalamus was gonna get me.
There's no time for chit-chat. Dalamus is trying to open a portal to his paradise as we speak. First things first, we let Dalamus take the sigil stone to his paradise, where he enchants it with a powerful spell. When it's enchanted, it can cause massive destruction. The perfect source to be planted inside a fuel tank to blow up the Mythic Dawn hideout.
We're gonna blow this place up?
Indeed. I've been trying to rig that fuel tank for a long time. Unfortunately, rigging it isn't enough to cause sufficient amounts of destruction. Recalling what Lorble said, the sigil stone's a powerful relic. It should do the trick.
Are we gonna have enough time to escape once the fuel tank is rigged?
Escape? We are the martyrs of Stendar.
Oh.
My good child, we already died the moment we became the agents of righteous might.
No one told me that.
However, if we're lucky enough to have some spare time, there might be a minute or two.
I like how he says, we're going out, we're dying, but we might have a minute or two to escape. Okay, fine. What do I do once you're gone with the Arathans?
Once the portal's up, Dalamus will probably jump in first. He's been too eager to get into his own paradise. Then the rest of the Arathans will jump into it. Wait until all 3 of them go inside, and then proceed into the portal.
What about you?
You heard, Dalamus. It can only take 4 people maximum. Besides, the fuel tank needs to be properly dismantled before getting it rigged. While you're gone, I'll prepare the tank down there. Remember, your primary objective is to grab the enchanted sigil stone. Wait until Dalamus enchants the sigil stone, and then grab it, as soon as it's available. Killing Arathans should be your secondary objective.
Oh, I'll kill them. How about you get into the portal and I rig the fuel tank? I mean, I don't know how to rig the tank.
Because I don't have time to teach you how to dismantle it.
Yep.
Also, Snadman's coming.
Oh, okay.
Dalamus mentioned his delay, but he's definitely on his way.
I thought you meant he was coming right
Believe
now.
me, I have unfinished business with him.
I got really excited. I was like, oh, am I gonna meet him? No. But it makes sense because they even said it's like, oh, Little Bird won't be back in time. How do I get out of the paradise?
From what Lorble described, once you grab the enchanted sigil stone, it should teleport you back to the location you entered. Now, get yourself ready, and meet me back here before heading out to Dalamus's office.
Understood, boss. Understood. If we're blowing this place up, that means I don't have much time. Ooh, okay. Hey. You're ready already, huh? That means this is my last chance to try and figure out any of the puzzles on the pillar puzzle. So I guess I should go take a look at that.
Need something?
I have 1 or 2 solutions. I think I only got 1 solution. I think there's a few others. I want to say there's at least 2 or 3 more that we can get from that. Alright. Let's go check that out then.